Good evening, Algebra 1 students. Mr. Cockburner here. We are now rocking and rolling. Look alive. Here comes number 5 for the 2019 OST state release question. This one is a bit of a reading question. Okay. Michelle holds a small rock in her hand. So, context clue Michelle holds small rock in hand. Okay. Density, D, can be found using the formula D equals mass divided by volume. Which unit would be the most appropriate for calculating the density of the rock in Michelle's hand? So this is kind of more of a sciencey unit of measures as well that we need to pay attention to. So we need to know kind of what we're looking at when we're talking about pounds, grams, kilograms, tons. But the most thing that you need to pay attention to, and I think probably why this may have been released, is she's holding it in her hand. Okay. So Michelle holds a small rock. Okay. Small rock in hand. You can't really hold that large of a rock in your hand. You're going to have to use two hands, but this is in one hand, a small rock. Okay. So you have pounds per millimeter cubed. Okay. So that means a millimeter times a millimeter times a millimeter, length times width times height. Okay. So if that's a pound per millimeter, that is a lot of weight for a very tiny, tiny cube. Okay. 1 millimeter by 1 millimeter by 1 millimeter. Okay. Length times width times height. So if you're talking, that is a very, very, very dense material. Okay. I don't know if you're holding a rock with that type of weight. Okay. Or that type of mass, I should say. The math or a science teacher in me would be upset. Grams per centimeter cubed. So that centimeter cubed again is that 2.54. It's an inch. Okay. So that's an inch by an inch by an inch in grams. Okay. 1 gram is a paper clip. Okay. So we can definitely hold a paper clip in our hand in that amount of volume. So let's, again, test taking strategies. Get rid of A. Let's keep B. Kilogram per millimeter or per meter. I'm sorry. A meter is about a little over 3 feet. So I don't know if we can hold anything that's 3 feet by 3 feet by 3 feet in our hand. So I don't think that's going to make any sense. And a kilogram is a little bit more mass than a pound. Okay. I can't think of the conversion off the top of my head. However, trying to hold something that is a meter by meter by meter would be difficult. So that would kind of eliminate C. And D is a ton. If we know anything about a ton, that is like the size of a vehicle, a car. So we're talking 2,000 pounds. If you can hold a object in your hand that's 2,000 pounds, you are very, very strong. Very strong. So I'm going to eliminate D as well. And basically say by the process of elimination, I'm going to get my answer as B. Hope this helps.